inshallah.
Okay,
If people come on, let's hopefully.
Let's push it out.
Hello. Welcome back. Gunning to Old Trafford with your
This is
host,
nice.
EB and Shady. Guys, we're trying something a little bit different today, a little bit new. We are live streaming off YouTube for the European recap.
I didn't see this. Yeah. Oh, it shows live, guys. It shows live.
So Abdul is playing
Moderator
moderator a
stuff
bit.
here a little bit, here, guys.
Abdul is playing moderator. He's going to start sharing the clip out with the audience. But before anything, guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch, in tune, and
independent.
I love
I love it. Well, guys, welcome, guys. Wow, it's been a long time. It's been a long time. Not the best of weeks for coming to Old Trafford. Halfway. But but I mean, brilliant stuff. Last night, Manchester United.
Abdul got a call coming in.
No,
to jump on.
This is live.
live.
The beauty of live television.
Exactly.
Right? You don't wait 2 seconds, guys.
So guys, in today's discussion, we want to kind of pick up on two things. Obviously, Arsenal versus PSG at the Emirates for the UEFA Champions League semi-final, and Manchester United versus Athletic Bilbao at the host ground of the final. So yeah, it was an interesting week for gunning to Old Trafford. A little bit of back and forth in terms of results, but we're hoping that we will see Arsenal on the comeback. So while Abdul is just jumped off to take a call, guys, there was a bucket challenge that was done. Go back onto our feed and you'll find, it's for a really good cause. If you're interested in participating, please jump on, do the ice bucket challenge. Share with us your video, and we're happy to kind of push it on our channels across Instagram, TikTok.
Hey, I need to actually still do my ice bucket challenge.
Yes.
But brilliant.
That's the weather is cold now. Good. Even better.
This is the one.
This
is the one, guys. So stay in touch, in tune, and independent. And don't forget, did you tell everybody that your ice bucket challenge?
Yes.
And what a challenge. Oh my God, but I'm worried. It has to be icy.
It has to be icy. Did you see all the ice blocks falling on my head?
Oh my God.
During the
I think I'm going to wear a raincoat. Okay, and it's cheating, right?
I think that's
cheating. So yeah, Ibi, talk to us. Let us know what's going on.
It's been a long time, bro.
Yes, it's been very, very long. It's been more than half a year.
Half a year. Guys, the last time we posted a video, I think Arsenal were top of the table, potentially. And now we come back to you with United sitting in 14th. Arsenal
doing the treble. We did the treble of seconds. We did the treble, so yeah.
Conceding the lead to the Scousers, having to do a guard of honor in 2 weeks' time.
Sad.
It's a sad state.
And I just feel it's time that we really talk about this, Ibi. And myself and Ibi haven't been doing this here, like we told you guys, for a long time, but we made it so easy for Liverpool, man. I mean, from the start of the season, we were the only team that were really going to go for it. We knew Man City were in a phase of rebuilding and transition, and they lost a few players, and Kevin De Bruyne wasn't doing well. Come on, Mikel.
This was your year.
This was our year. I mean, how many times? I mean, there were times where Liverpool dropped points. That's the weekend you say. You remember the Wenger? You remember that Sir Alex? That's the weekend you pick up, and Ibrahim used to message me and say, but this was your weekend, guys.
And there was a time, there was that weekend, I think it was in February, when there was like a double game week for Arsenal. And Liverpool were 7 or 8 points in front of you guys. 7 points.
That was the weekend.
They drew, so it made it 8 points. If you won, it became 5. And you had a game in the week. If you won it, it became 2.
And the pressure's on.
And then the pressure is on Liverpool. Because
they
were, I think they drew the last 3 games or something. And you guys go and lose and draw.
I'm disappointed.
And take out 1 point from 6. I think
I'm disappointed. And guys, honestly, this is not a rant. It's just that we in this team, we played football. When you want to, when you bamba and you want to chill with the big boys, you got to really, I mean, there's sweat, there's blood. You got to be able to, I mean, to become champions, you got to be able to just do something
You have
special.
to grind out the result.
You have to. And you know what? I
And
know.
that's what Liverpool did.
They did it.
weren't
No,
the best
no.
team, but they grinded out results.
Let me tell you, Ibrahim.
They turned losses into draws
All
into
the
wins,
time.
and they carried on going.
And you know what was irritating? I hope that's a correct
It's
word.
fine.
Don't get
Irritating.
upset with me. But
You are irrits.
It was so irritating that they used to go one down. And we used to go into set halftime and be like, all these ones are going to lose. And Vrachdiva.
89th minute,
89
one goal,
minutes,
92nd goal, 92nd
2-1.
minute, the winner.
And they win it. So, you know what? Like I said before, and no doubt, we're not sore losers. We're not sore losers. We just don't like you, Scousers. But look, we're not sore losers.
But we make it known.
We make it known. We're not hiding it. We're not hiding it. It's no luck also winning the league, but come on, Arsenal could have done better.
Arsenal could have done
We
better.
could have done better.
Liverpool, we're going to put two asterisks.
Yeah.
The one is the COVID league, and the second one is you had no challenges. I mean, how do you, what kind of a league?
Ibrahim, at least he can get the bus moving this time. I mean, the last time there was no bus parade. But yeah, but I just think again, you know, and that just goes to, yeah, we don't like to say this, but Jurgen Klopp left that team solid.
Oh,
man.
he left it solid.
He left it so
He
solid.
left it in good shape.
Look, there's something about
This thing stopped now.
it was just going so like
Oh, there we go.
Oh, we're on.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry,
My
guys.
phone rang.
But guys, you know, life is so funny. It was such a beautiful thing that just happened. But listen here, guys. So, this Oki was, he left it in good hands. The way he even left it with that style and going, Arne Slot. Okay, I know. But it was, look here. Ibi, and what I'm trying to say here, and with the way he left it and the way that fans responded, I want to now jump straight into Tuesday night's performance.
But I think that's a good segue, right? And I think the point where we are now is Liverpool obviously kind of taken the lead, right?
Yeah.
Arsenal, Mikel Arteta is building something, but when we think about great managers, great teams, you always think about the accolades and the victories.
Yes.
Your last hope of winning something is the Champions League.
That's it. That's
Right?
it. It's the only one.
You did well against Real Madrid.
Yeah.
You kind of put them to the sword.
Yeah.
But you now face a strong PSG team that have moved away from the Galactico type of era.
And
They've
playing
built
their
a
football.
well-rounded
Yeah.
team. Really outplayed Liverpool over two legs.
They did.
They've come to the Emirates, got the 1-0 win, and silently dominated the game. I won't say they dominated, but when I say silently dominated, they did the right things to come away with the win.
Correct, 100%.
What's your feeling about how Arsenal approached the game, losing that advantage at home, and now going to PSG to do it?
100%.
Not to say it can't be done. We did it.
Yeah. You guys did it.
We were
Yeah.
2-0 down at Old Trafford. We went
could
back.
make
We
it
won
happen.
3-1.
Correct,
And we went
correct.
through on away goals. And if anyone can do it, it is the Arsenal. But talk us through that, Abdul. Where this is your last hope of the season.
I got so much to tell you about. So the reason I was telling you about it, Arne Slot and the fans, I was a bit disappointed because Arteta came out on a video on Tuesday morning, really rifling us up. And here I am, and I think I messaged you about 10 minutes before the game. I said, Ibrahim, it's a big one.
Big one.
And here I am, and I'm telling everybody at home, and I'm jumping around. You know what, guys? Myself and Ibrahim, we're supposed to be there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be there. And here the Arsenal come out, all good, all guns blazing. And we got a small little tifo. Just with a cannon. And I'm like, imagine Liverpool were playing in the semi-final. What would have happened to Enfield?
You create a hostile environment.
Right? What would have happened at Old Trafford?
Did you see what we did at Lyon?
Did you see that?
Oh, the flares.
Right? So, I want to start firstly at the supporters. I want to start firstly where your manager is saying, let's go out there, let's make it as hostile as possible, let's bring the noise. Now let me tell you, those ultras at Park the Prance are going to make it as hostile as possible. Right?
Oh, Park the Prance. Guys, we got a video. Go back and have a look. Abdul, you're going to drop
Brilliant,
it.
I have to drop it. So Ibrahim, having that come into play, right? The first 20 minutes, they totally outplayed us. But I must tell you guys, and you said something now very, very interesting. You said that a manager is judged on his accolades. Yes, he's judged on his accolades. But Mikel Arteta, after 20 minutes, we were one down. It wasn't working. He adapted it. He went into a 4-2-3-1. He dropped Declan Rice back. The missing link in this match was definitely Thomas Partey. Right? Going one down, adapting. The reason I'm saying, guys, I'm positive of going into next week is because we had 3 clear-cut opportunities. We grew into the game. Yes, there were different phases. There were phases where Arteta admits, Ibrahim, Paris Saint-Germain keeps the ball.
Oh.
There was a little snippet where Declan Rice in the huddle says, guys, if we don't have the ball, we die. And at 20 minutes, we didn't have the ball. We were dead.
They're just pinging it.
No, they were pinging it. They were pinging it. So some adaptation needed to happen, and I like that because it was brave from him. It was brave.
And we spoke about this before.
Yes,
Arteta never
yes,
used to adapt.
He never.
And now he's adapting to things in
Yes,
the game.
yes.
And that shows the maturity of a manager.
It
right?
does, it does. Bukayo Saka, on that, quick one. You know, Bukayo Saka, what an impact player. You know, I love this boy. But in the second leg, what I'd like to see is get Marino again up front. If we signed Marino in January, we spoke about this would have been the best buy anyone could have.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, 12 starts, I think it's on 8 goals. I mean, about nine goal distributions.
And he almost got one now, right?
You almost centimeters away. Centimeter. What a set piece.
But what a set piece.
What a set piece routine.
But your guy, man.
Yeah. Oh, Jovic. He's the man. But yeah, if so, Saka attracts so much. There's always an overload on Saka. We need a big man like Marino. Yes, we don't have a striker. But like Arteta, we make do with what we've got.
Yeah, and if Saka is
Right.
pulling players, you
Get
need other
the
guys
ball.
to step up.
They need to step up. And they didn't. Let's be honest.
Martinelli is disappointed. this season.
Martinelli, I mean, clear-cut opportunity. I mean, Miles Lewis Kelly. This boy, I think he's going to turn out to be, one day he's just going to be out of the Emirates and he's going to turn to Optimus Prime. He's like a transformer. This boy is the youngest Englishman to play in the semi-finals. Right? The youngest Englishman, I think, one of the youngest. I think Rooney was the youngest going for England on his debut.
Yeah.
Miles is in that category. What a player.
Can we get him to be the
He's a
youngest
star.
English player to play in the final?
That would be.
Talk us through
That
this.
would
Abdul.
be
So before we
amazing.
jump
Come
to
on.
United, so we 1-0 down. Arsenal's 1-0 down at home. You now travel on Wednesday night, so you got that extra day to kind of prepare. But for the fans, it's nerve-wracking. You just want to get it done.
Man.
What's the mindset of the players, and how do Arsenal prepare, and how do you as fans see the game panning out?
The big return. That's what I'm saying. It's called a big return. Look here. A few positives. The first positive is that Ousmane Dembele got taken off in the 65th minute. He was a dangerous guy. 65th minute with a hamstring injury might not be there. We're going to have to dominate. Marino up front. Let's get the runners going. Thomas Partey is in there. That is our biggest positive. Thomas Partey, he keeps us together. He really keeps us together. Miles Lewis Kelly, what I'm saying is going into, and I'm not going to jump, but going into the weekend, try and rest as many guys as possible. Yes, it's full focus, Ibrahim. This is it for Arteta, because let's be honest, if he doesn't do well, he doesn't get us to the final, he starts getting questioned, and his job is harder next season, and everybody's going to start improving next season. So this is the time, and this is not a time for all of them just sitting back and waiting for everyone. You need to stand up, and I needed to also, just before we went to that, Martin Odegaard, love him to bits, the conductor of the orchestra.
But he needs to come to the party.
You need to come to the party.
You can't be hiding in a Champions League semi-final.
You cannot. Declan Rice, absolutely amazing. And I think that's going to be a nice segue to get us into where we talk of what Martin Odegaard has been lacking in his leadership qualities. He looks a little bit down, he's not that fiery guy that we know. And now on the other end, Bruno Fernandes, guys, has been doubted by pundits alike. He's been doubted by his own fans. He's been doubted by, well, rival fans. But the impact.
37
The
goals and assists
impact,
in a
Ibrahim.
season where Manchester United are struggling. That boy has been on form since we signed him in the January transfer window. Couple of years back. I think it was 3 years
And
back.
that's so true.
2021.
That's so true.
It was
And
that-
he's just
that COVID
big in this
season.
team that's struggling, but he's been your shining star. But he's not your shining star because the team around him is not shining, and people don't look at it anymore. They don't look at it
They look at the
individually.
moaning and they look at it, but that's how he is, man. It's okay to
It's him.
okay to moan. It's okay to want that extra decision because he plays with his heart on his sleeve.
Oh, yes. Oh,
You know, and I think what kind of epitomizes who Bruno Fernandes is. Yesterday, Rio Ferdinand was talking to him, and one of the questions were, do you ever rest?
Yes.
And he
yes.
says, when I'm dead, I'll have enough time to rest.
Wow.
Up until then, I give my full every
So
single.
is that
session.
not so pundits, all of you guys, is that not an answer that a captain would give?
Exactly. You put your team before anything else, right?
I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. But Ibrahim, take us through. Look here. You go one up. You go one up. Bruno Fernandes, nerves of steel.
Nerves of steel.
I've never seen somebody as cold as that.
But listen, the scoreline is 3-0 up, right? But the first 20 minutes, Athletic Bilbao had us under the cosh.
True.
Lindelof can see he's rusty.
Yeah.
Dogu, the stage might have been a bit too big for him.
Yeah.
Super nervous. Ugarte was struggling to find his feet. And Athletic Bilbao had 2-3 chances to really take the lead. A really good save by
Especially at first
Onana.
20
And I
minutes.
think that helped build his confidence as
You
well.
need him.
Perez
You need
around
him.
the
You
corner.
need
Inaki Williams, not Nico Williams, the other brother, the older brother. Inaki Williams, open header, right in front of the poles, and he heads it just over. Onana going the one way. If that's on target, it's a goal. 1-0 to Atletico, and the game changes.
Yeah.
But then we get a sniff with a Garnacho offside goal.
Yeah.
And I think the team feels now, maybe
Garnacho,
there's something
man.
in here.
Garnacho, man.
Maybe there's something in here, And Harry Dino.
Harry Dino.
Maguire.
Oh my God.
Harry Maguire, that guy has come under so much criticism over the last couple of years. But he stepped up for us this season like you can't believe. When we needed that leader on the field, he was the guy that supported Bruno and really helped take the team forward. So
Resilient, eh?
Maguire gets the ball on the wing, and I'm telling him, Maguire, play the pass. I'm screaming at the TV, bro, play the pass. But he takes on the defender, man. Goes on the outside, makes like he's cutting, goes again on the outside.
Oh my God.
Across in, Ugarte with the flick on, and the best person at the back was
Casemiro.
Casemiro. Boom.
5
1-0
times
up.
Champions League winner.
1-0 up. Yes, against the run of play, but we smell something, we sniff something, and the guys go again. And,
Amazing.
people will talk about controversy around the goal, potentially a handball from Garnacho, the penalty, but, you have to put yourself in that situation. And the rules are clear. If your hand is on the ground to give you balance, if the ball hits it, it's not a handball.
It's not a handball.
We move on, and that's what he was doing. He was his hand on the ground to keep his balance, not to give him an advantage. They had a chance to clear the ball, they couldn't, right?
Yeah.
And that, whether it's a penalty or not, come on. If he doesn't pull Hoyland back, it's a tapping,
Of course, definitely.
right? But because he pulls him back, it
It's
kind
the
of
law.
puts him
It's the
off,
law of the game. That's it.
puts you off. And then he's the last man, no attempt to win the ball.
Goal
It's a
denying
red card.
challenge. Right? He has to. He has
You
to take it.
can't complain about it. I
Whether
know-
it's semi-final or final, it's what it is.
I know rival fans all want to find an issue about it.
I don't think so.
But you
guys.
can't. And like you say, to the point Abdul brought up, ice in the
Ice in
veins.
his veins.
Bruno steps up, and you never doubt him. He
There
gets
is
up,
something about it.
he looks in, and before the keeper even decides to go, Bruno puts it into the corner. 2-0 Manchester United.
Brilliant.
Right? And then, now with 10 men, Atletico are trying to
Yes,
kind of change
yes,
things around,
yes.
get their focus back in. And as they figuring out themselves, Ugarte with the back heel out of nowhere, Bruno picks it up, bangs it into the top corner. 3-0 Manchester United. We hit the bar with Mazraoui.
Yes,
we hit the
yes.
bar with Casemiro. We had a few chances to kind of take it. I would have preferred one more goal in the second half just to kill the time.
That would have killed it.
Because we've seen teams come back from 3-0.
Especially in the Champions League, quarterfinals, the Europa League, things have been happening.
They talk about the remontada. Let's hope it doesn't happen to us.
No, remontadas over here. No. We
So,
do the remontada.
we do the remontada,
Really,
yeah?
we do the
So
remontada.
Abdul, you know, and then I like the second half performance in
Yeah.
that. Yes, we didn't get the goal, but it was a mature performance by the
Organized,
team.
man. Very
Organized, make sure they don't concede a silly goal, take their 3 goals back to Old Trafford, and then you just have to see out the time. Make sure you're confident. You know, Athletic Bilbao has to come at you from minute 1 in the second leg, and I'm hoping we just pick them off, get the 4th goal, kill the tie, and then get ready for the final at Athletic Bilbao Stadium
You see, at the one that we. Oh, wow.
on the 21st of May.
Yes.
So yeah, Manchester United.
So yeah, you're
terrible
almost
season.
there, man. 90 minutes away, Manchester United.
Terrible
Let's do
season.
it. Let's do it.
Terrible season. Really terrible season. But we could be coming home with some European silverware.
It will be amazing. Against all odds.
And let's
Against
hope.
all
And let's hope
odds.
Arsenal can do it in the Champions
Oh,
League.
man.
United
Oh,
do
man.
it in the Europa League, and Ghani to Old Trafford off to the Super Cup.
Super Cup. Irfan Essam, you heard it. You heard it from the man himself, Ibrahim Chunara. Shout out to Irfan
Yeah,
Essam.
100%.
He's, oh man,
What
what
a
a guy, man. Manchester United all the way. But yes, as he gets on my nerves. So you know that, Irfan. But yeah, brilliant stuff. Ibrahim, just if you allow me to. And I know it's a bit in the past, but that feeling when we beat Madrid, man.
How is it?
I wasn't with you. I feel, oh, man.
Goosebumps.
Goosebumps. Ibrahim,
moments.
it was electrifying, you know.
Because no one gave you all a chance.
No one gave us it. I'm sorry we're talking about old stuff, but I need something
we
to
haven't
make me a
spoken
bit
to you
happy.
guys.
We haven't spoken to you guys. And you know, Bukayo Saka missing the penalty. Halftime, Carviol, Carval goes to him and confronts him and he says, you know what? You're in our area. You're actually disrespecting us with that dink. And he comes back on and Ibrahim Bukayo is, come on, man. This boy, I mean, I didn't sleep that night.
The thing about that performance is Madrid never seemed like they were coming back in that game. You guys managed that game so well
Totally.
that you dominated them at the Emirates.
Yeah.
And again, like I said about PSG to Arsenal, you silently dominated them at the Bernabeu.
So we need a big performance, Ibrahim. Next week, Wednesday,
It's not undoable.
It's
It's
not
not
undoable.
unthinkable.
It's
It's
not.
been done. United have done it.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a
Yeah.
different PSG team. But if anyone can come back, it's the
I
Arsenal.
just
yeah?
feel, Ibrahim, you really need to.
And this is
play
where you
out
need
of
to
your
show
socks,
that
man. You
we
need-
want to win something.
You want to be a Ballon d'Or winner. You want to win, like you say. These are the
These
games.
are the moments.
There's no other motivation. We don't need our manager coming on Instagram and telling us that we need the support. We're supposed to be supporting.
100%.
We're supposed to be there. And especially these guys, you know, that's what I'm saying. Hopefully, I don't even know who we're playing this weekend. I even forgot. I was so upset.
We don't care about the
We
Premier
don't
League.
care about Premier League. Take it. We okay. We happy. We going to the Super Cup, right? So whoever we're playing, I'm hoping for a nice rotation. Do you know? This is the last comment from me. Do you know we still have the Braveheart, Kirantini? Do you know we
He's
still?
gonna come on and do some
Our
magic.
man is there. Put the Braveheart, put the William Wallace there, man.
So, if
Come on.
anything, I mean, if I think back to the Champions League that United won in 1999,
Man.
you know, the run up to the Champions League was really, really difficult.
It was one of the toughest
You know?
runnings.
And nobody gave us a chance in the quarterfinals, in the semi-finals, and then in the finals again, you know, where we were 1-0 down in the 89th minute. And it's all about, if you want it enough, you have to go out and step up
Oh, yes.
to show that you
Oh,
deserve
yes.
it.
Oh,
And
yes.
that's what you expect from the Arsenal. Nothing more,
It's going to
nothing
be
less.
amazing. So we've got Wednesday night, we've got Thursday night, guys. Yeah, join us because we're definitely going to be live.
And it,
We definitely
just
will
before
be
that,
live.
the Tuesday night game,
Yeah.
Inter Milan Barcelona.
Oh my God, hey, we didn't.
3-3, Abdul.
What's
What a
going
game.
on here?
What a game of football.
Come
man.
on, man.
At the Nou Camp, Inter Milan said, let me show you my game.
Oh my God.
You know that moment in the PlayStation where you're sitting down and you just like sit
Yeah,
down?
and you just.
They were
I'm,
like,
I'm here. I'm ready
I'm
to
here.
bump.
I'm here.
I'm here. Don't count me out. I'm
Those
here.
goals, man.
Oh, oh, oh,
Thuram's goal.
oh,
I don't know who
oh,
scored
oh.
the second one, but the scissor kick.
But Ibrahim, El Toro, Lautaro Martinez. How's it? What a player!
What a player.
Do you know? Now he reminds me, and I know wasn't the best signing for you guys, Wasn't the best signing for him as well because he was also a bit greedy.
But it was good for you guys.
Alexis Sanchez.
What a player.
Alexis
The biggest
Sanchez.
drop-off I've ever seen. He was here with Arsenal
And then he
just went down.
He just went down. But
what a player.
it is. But this Martinez reminds me of it. The Arsenal needs somebody like that. Because he's that guy that, you know what, I don't care, I'm going to get cut, you're going to knock my head down, I'm going to go there, I'm going to make
100%.
things happen for you, you know. So sometimes I also feel, and we're talking about Inter Milan and Barcelona, they take their chances, Ibrahim.
They take their chance.
Clinical. Sometimes Arsenal are too, we want to score the perfect goal.
Score the
There's no perfect goal. Hit the
goal.
target, man.
A goal is a goal.
And I mean, Barcelona going forward, they don't play games.
And let me tell you,
they
the
don't
Barcelona
play
team is
games.
set up for years to come, man.
No, they've-
Lamine Yamal,
Oh, yes.
Gavi, Pedri, Rafinha. Rafinha at Leeds he was good, but no one thought he'd do what he's doing at Barcelona.
Did you see
man.
that? Look here. I know Sommer, it hit the bar and it
But
hit
what
him,
a-
so it
what a
was an own goal.
strike.
But that strike.
What a strike.
There's no goalkeeper that's going to hit that.
And listen,
I save that. There's
and
no
last
goalkeeper.
and the last thing before we close up,
Yeah.
if Arsenal will go to the final, and we're hoping they do,
Man, come
and
on,
if
guys.
Barcelona make it through, your guys' ex-goalkeeper will be in the post for Arsenal, for Barcelona.
Chesney.
Who would have thought when he left you guys
How's it? That
that
he'll
he'd
be
be
meeting.
playing
And
for
you know what,
Barcelona?
yeah.
And he's unseated. Ter Stegen.
The Stegen's back in proper training. And you know what? Chesney is one of those guys that always has a place in the Arsenal's hearts.
Yeah.
Also in his tweets, and it is always supporting
He loves
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
So that would be,
He
that
did
would
well
be
at
absolutely
Juve.
amazing.
He's doing well at Barca.
And do you know in 2000 and when did we play in the final? 2006? 2006? I've got a year, but I remember. We played Barcelona in the final. I'll never
The Robin.
forget. Don't make me mad. Look, I'll never forget. First half, Sol Campbell raised up and we made it 1-0. We made it 1-0.
And they had to find a way to send somebody off.
They had to.
Andre was sent off.
No, it was Jens Lehmann.
Jens Lehmann.
Jens Lehmann, El Munia came in.
Oh, the penalty.
The penalty. And that, man. So, it could be. But Arsenal, Barcelona final.
What a final.
But listen,
Arsenal,
Arsenal,
Inter
Inter
Milan,
also.
what a final.
But
we're not talking about PSG.
No, leave PSG.
It's
out.
Arsenal versus Inter or Arsenal versus Barca.
Man.
And guys, I think on that note, don't forget to
Wow,
like,
this
share,
was amazing.
subscribe, hit the
I
bell
loved it.
notification. It was fantastic. I think we need to do more of these lives.
Yeah.
I know it's an awkward time, not a lot of people on here. But guys,
But it's there.
we are going to drop the video. Make sure to give it a like.
Yeah.
And you're going to see more content from us.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. We're back.
And with that,
We are.
Cutting